A clean environment is not only soothing to the eyes but also a pleasing experience to the whole senses, which in turn elevate the life of man and the ecosystem around him. In today's world, achieving this takes a copious amount of effort, and for this reason, environmental awareness is a crucial and effective step that will help eradicate ignorance to this matter. The Assam Rifles Shillong has taken part in the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, which was initiated by the Prime Minister of India in the year 2014 on the 2nd of October. Let's have a look at their initiative. Just by the look at the entrance of the Assam Rifles, we can see the impressive, well-maintained surroundings of the area, with hoardings and boards being displayed in different parts of the premises. The Assam Rifles, based in Shillong, is not only well-maintained, but it has also made impressive efforts to keep the surrounding environment clean. And looking at the premises of the Assam Rifles, one cannot help but admire and feel a sense of peace and tranquility. Apart from having various offices, it also has thousands of residents residing within the premises. It also has a hospital, a school, a museum, and many more. The lush green lawn with beautiful flowers and lake at the center of it is a pleasing sight to see. The lake, which is known as Nirmal Lake, has its own source of water from the sewage water treatment plant, which can be found in the premises itself.
First of all, welcome to the Assam Rifles state-of-art green STP. This is a 200 KLD STP which is catering for the needs of around 800 to 1000 men and families staying here in the station. The capacity is to handle up to 1300 to 1400 capacity. This STP is the state-of-art because absolutely as you stand, you see there's a no foul smell emanating. Complete water is treated to the BOD level of 5 to 6 and it is then shifted to the Nirmal Lake which we have seen recently. Let me brief you to the design proper of this STP. As the influent and the waste which comes from all the quarters around, it comes straight to the screen channel, moves to the grease removal tank and then to the equalization tank. From equalization tank, it moves to the anoxic tanks and then there are two FMR tank 1 and tank 2 where the microbes treat this water and this moves to the tube settler. The sludge which comes out gets diverted to the sludge holding tank and the treated water moves to the filter feed tank where the water is again treated using the two phenomena, what is the grade distribution filtration and second is the carbon filters. From there the water gets treated and moves to the filtered water tank. I'll show you this filtration, how it moves exactly on the ground, which will assimilate the things in a better way. Okay, welcome now to the physical display proper out of one of the 6 sewage tanks which we have of Assam Rifle in the station. Complete station has a 6 STPs which caters for around 4,000 to 4,500 troops and families here. And this is one of the main STP which caters for around 1,000 strength here. Now the sewage and the wastage which comes in straight away gets into the screen channel. As you can see, any wastage like polythene, paper or solid waste gets stuck here and they are removed in the first filtration plant. Moment this screening is done, we come next to the grease removal. Grease is all the grease waste that can be in form of this grease which is lying right now or anything which gets filtered, not filtered in the first stage and comes to the second stage so that no solid gets into the next tank. Next tank is your equalization tank where the complete waste after grease removal gets inside this tank. And this tank stores the main waste which comes from all the accommodation here. Moment of settling in takes place, the pumping of waste starts from the equalization tank and it moves to the anoxic tank. Anoxic tank is the first place where the aeration of the wastage takes place. The aeration of the complete waste happens directly into the anoxic tank. From this waste, the waste moves from anoxic to the FMR, that is the fluidic media reactor. Now the waste has come to the FMR tank 1 where the aeration and the microbes are added. These microbes are the microbes which starts treating the waste. The wastage of this in form of nitrates are taken off. Aeration happens in the second stage. These are the air blower tanks which sucks the air through this and the air blows directly into both the FMR1 and FMR2 tanks. Once this 2 stage of STP is done, the waste from FMR2 tank moves to the tube settler. Now tube settler is again the critical portion of this STP where the bifurcation of the treated water and the sludge takes place. The sludge gets removed through these pumps and it comes to the sludge tank which is placed behind, and the filtered water, first stage filtration which happens, and then moves to the filter feed tank. This filter feed tank has two components. One is your MGF and the next is your ACF. Here the filtration of complete water takes place, where we try to achieve the BOD level of 5 to 6, which is a very green standard BOD level which is given by the government of India. That's the reason we say this is the green STP, following all the norms of the government of India for any STP to be established. Now the water has come to the filter feed tank. Here these are the two filters. Multi-grade filter, which is the first filter where the water moves in through these filters. After the multi-grade filter, it comes to the ACF, that is your activated carbon filter. This is the final stage of filtration where the BOD level of 5 to 6 is achieved. These two filtration plant takes the water directly to your filtered water tank. This is a sludge tank. The complete sludge, that is the waste, solid waste which comes from the STP, is brought into this tank. Once the sludge gets deposited here, these are the pumps through which the sludge gets pumped up to the sludge cake machine. Now this is the sludge cake machine where the sludge cakes are formed. This solid waste need to be formed into the sludge cake. As per the green norm, nothing is to be thrown out. They are to be used for agriculture purpose, for farming purpose, and this is here it comes, sludge cake comes in role play. First thing is these racks which you can see here, the sludge gets deposited, compressed into the cakes. The liquid flows out through these channels and the sludge cake get deposited in this tray. We shift these trays to the various gardening purposes, and this sludge becomes a good fertilizer to be used for all our purposes here in Assam Rifles. Coming on to the final stage of this STP, that is your filtered water tank. Now the complete filtration has happened, sludge has moved out. Now it's time to get the filtered water. This tank holds is what is called as a filtered water tank. Here the testing of water is done, the BOD levels are checked, and in case any major treatments or amendments in microbes, details addition of air, this all amendments is based on the water treatment test which is done to check the BOD of level of this water. This water tank pumps the water through this pipeline which moves to the Nirman Lake where the complete treated water is deposited. As you can see, this tank pipeline gets connected. There's a valve which moves from here. Whenever this tank reaches a desired level, the pumped water is taken out, and what we give to the station is a pure treated water.
Discarding and disposing of waste and other waste pollutants is an important part of cleanliness. The Assam Rifles has its own scientific system in doing away with the waste coming out from its premises, from household waste to hospitals, and to keeping the office documents and files in a proper way. Managing waste properly is essential for building sustainable and healthy living conditions. The complete process of waste management includes the collecting, transporting, segregating, treating, and disposing of waste. Collected biodegradable waste from the households are treated in such a manner in the same premises. Later, there is a segregation process where the biodegradable waste is being treated to extract manure out of it, and the non-biodegradable waste is being disposed of at a designated place.
हमारे पास स्टेशन में ये वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट मशीन लगाई गई है। इसके अंदर बायोग्रेडेबल मटेरियल जो हमारी फैमिली लाइन से और हमारे मेस से इकट्ठा होता है, जैसे सब्जियां वगैरह काटी जाती हैं तो उसके बाहर में जो जितना भी वेस्ट मटेरियल होता है वो यहाँ पे लाया जाता है। दूसरा, जो हमारे गैरिशन के अंदर जो ग्रास काटते हैं वो भी यहाँ लाया जाता है। उन दोनों को मिक्स करके इस मशीन के अंदर ग्राइंडर किया जाता है। ग्राइंडर करने के बाद में जो आपके पीछे वेस्ट कंपोज मशीन है उसके अंदर रिसाइकलिंग किया जाता है। वो कम से कम 20 घंटे के करीब लेती है। उसके बाद में उसको कंपोज में तैयार कर देती है। उस कंपोज को हम अपने गैरिसन के अंदर जो प्लांट्स वगैरह लगाए हुए हैं उनके अंदर डाला जाता है। जो आपने ग्रीनरी देखी होगी वो ग्रीनरी इसी कंपोज की वजह से है।
The Assam Rifles also has a multi-specialty hospital within the premises. While catering to the army men, it also caters to the civilians. It has a standard operating system like all medical institutions. The hospital also has its own biomedical waste management where the medical waste is being treated, disinfected and disposed.
There are 3 multi-specialty hospitals in Assam Rifles, out of which one is this one, which is situated in the headquarters of Assam Rifles at Shillong. On behalf of Director General Assam Rifles, I welcome you all to this hospital. I am feeling very happy and proud to share that we follow Swachh Bharat Abhiyan totally, and for our waste management we are following all the laid guidelines. So just for example, like we do it in our emergency room. So this is our 2-bedded emergency ward. You can see we have placed here different colors dustbins, yellow, red and blue, and we follow our waste management guidelines. So we segregate the medical waste here. The plastic wastes are dropped into this dustbin. The rubber waste and other infected material are in the yellow one, and the glass wastes are dropped in this blue waste bin. And this is our needle cutter, wherein after injecting a patient, we cut the needle here, and the needle goes down into this box, and which has got sodium hypochlorite solution, and the plastic part is thrown into the red basket. So after segregation of the waste here, we give it a treatment, final waste treatment, which is done in a plant which is situated behind the hospital. So as you have seen in the emergency room, we have got 3 different color dustbins. So from there the waste is collected in the polythene bags. We bring those polythene bags here and we weigh them, and the treatment is done according to the weight of the waste. So the weight of the bag is recorded here in this register. This is the biomedical waste register. So we record the weight of the bag here, and after weighing the waste, we will put that waste in the machine here. This is a simple microwave machine. The principle is by heating. This machine produces enormous heat, and that heat kills the microorganisms. So I am opening this machine, and you see this red basket. We put the waste here in this red basket, and then we close it after putting some water in it, and then the machine is set for a cycle of 30 minutes. So generally we treat the waste for 30 minutes, then the microorganisms are all killed. We open the machine, remove the waste from here, and then we put the waste in the shredder. So according to the color of the waste bin, like for plastic waste, when the shredder cuts it into small pieces, we give it to the state authorities to recycle the plastic and the glass waste. For the bandages and for infected material, once it is treated by the shredder, we take it and we burn it. There is a kiln here at the back of the building. We burn the waste there, and for the sharps, we have got a concrete pit. We dispose it there in the concrete pit. So that is how we are disposing our medical waste. Thank you.
It also has a school within the premises known as the Assam Rifles Public School Sports. It provides education and sports training to the Assam Rifle personnel and the civilians. The school also has a special counseling center where counseling is being provided to the students.
In Assam Rifle Public School, earlier this room was being used as a dumping store for old and broken furniture. However, under special cleanliness drive, now this room has been converted into a wellness center and counseling room for the school children. Thank you.
Another interesting equipment introduced at the Assam Rifles is the file compactor, which helps to pile all of the old documents and files in an organized manner. All files and documents are no longer kept openly in the offices, but they are stacked safely in these files compactor.
This is Law Branch of Headquarter Director General Assam Rifles. Earlier, the files of the Law Branch were kept open in the loose and as we did not have enough space. Now we have installed the compactor in which a lot of files are kept in a much tidy manner, which helps to reduce the office space and it is easy to refer the files. The compactor operates in this manner. All the files kept in the compactor are closed, and whenever any of the files is required, the compactor is opened and there is a referencing of the file. Any file which we want, it can be referred and taken out easily. We have, as of now, we have procured one compactor. We are also procuring more compactors for all the branches of Headquarter DGR.
A special campaign 2.0 has been launched as Clean India Initiative on 10th of September under the aegis of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. This campaign is to be conducted in two phases. The first phase primarily was for 15 days from September 15 till September 30th, in which we were to identify various locations where the cleanliness campaign has to be carried out and also identify certain old files which can be weeded out from the various offices and the various departments. So this particular thing has been done for the entire Northeast, where the Assam Rifles presence is there. In the phase 1, we have identified almost 400 locations which required cleanliness and almost 5,000 files which need to be weeded out. In phase 2, like I was saying, it started on 2nd of October and it is to continue till 31st of October. In this implementation phase, so far out of 400 locations, almost 250 locations we have done the cleanliness campaigns, and it has been received very well in the entire Northeast. About the files, we have weeded out almost 2,500 to 3,000 files from the various offices and departments of the Assam Rifles in Northeast. Talking about the Light Corps garrison per se, this is a very well maintained garrison. The garbage management policy is strictly implemented here. We have a plastic free garrison here which is strictly implemented. The garbage here is collected from door to door and we have both biodegradable and non-biodegradable dustbins all along in the garrison. We have a waste management plant wherein all the biodegradable wastes are collected and the prepared compost and manure is then utilized in the entire garrison for bringing up the plants and various green vegetation that we have. And this has been encouraged for the families also, those who are residing in the premises. Apart from this, we have sewage treatment plant in the garrison. We have 6 such plants wherein the entire water which is used in the garrison is recycled in the plant and 2 lakes are available wherein such water is recycled. Apart from this, we have the AR military hospitals, that is the Assam Rifle military hospitals, wherein the cleanliness campaign is carried out very, very religiously. We follow the bio waste management policy of the which has been promulgated by the Government of India very, very strictly. We have a qualified pathologist who supervises the disposal of waste, especially the biomedical waste in the military hospitals. In all, a lot of job has been done and a lot of awareness has been spread in the garrison and in the northeast. There are numerous lectures and campaigns that are being conducted for the villagers and also within the garrison to address this particular cleanliness aspect. We have digital screens placed in the garrison. We have numerous posters and also signboards which give out the details of the campaign, and that is being done on a day-to-day basis. We are also active on the social platform wherein these campaigns are conducted and the awareness is being spread. We have a ARPS school wherein the old furniture is being discarded and we are making better space in the school and also in the offices wherein we are using compactors and also weeding out files and giving more space to our office attenders and the personnel who are attending the offices on a day-to-day basis. This gives them a better environment to function. In all, I would like to sum it up that Assam Rifles is dedicated to this special campaign 2.0 as part of the cleanliness initiative that has been promulgated by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Modi ji. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Well, viewers, we've come to the end of the program. Thank you so much for watching.